Say hello to my little friend. I can't figure out where it's coming from, so we're gonna have a little friend throughout this video. Hi gorgeous, it's Sabrina here. Today I'm showing you a look and doing a complete review for you for the Urban Decay Vice4 palette, and I just figured out what that little spot of light was behind me. It was the palette on the chair next to me creating it. Look. Yep. So anyway, in today's video, I'm showing you a cool-toned, fall-themed look using the Vice4 palette, and I will also be giving you my full review on it at the end of the video. First step in this look is to apply an eyeshadow primer. Nothing fancy here. This is one from Milani. Works just as well as the high-end ones. And then I'm applying a light dusting of my blending shade onto the brow bone. This will make blending a lot easier. And we're ready to begin with the eyeshadow application. The first eyeshadow I'm taking from Vice4 is called Grip. And this is a light silver gray eyeshadow. I'm applying this lightly into the crease to begin with. And the brush I'm using to apply this is from Sedona Lace. It is their EB09 brush. It's been a little while since I have done a cool toned look, so I'm really excited for this one. Then I'm going back with a blank brush and using that to go along the edges to blend this a little bit. Then I'm going in with the eyeshadow Delete. This is a medium to dark matte brown. And I'm using the Sigma E25 brush, applying this into the outer V of the eye. I'm also bringing this up into the outer crease. And you know I typically don't go for cool toned looks. I just don't. I'm more of a warm eyeshadow lover. But this look is not so bad, especially with the lips that I'm going to be pairing it up with. It's very fall looking. Once you have that applied, then go back and blend some more. Blend, blend, blend. If your eyebrows look a hot mess, then you are blending right. The beauty of this look is that right about here is where you could stop and add any eyeshadow you want in the future to change it up. You could use Midnight Cowboy Rides again on the lid. That'd be a great color to use there. Maui Wowie would be another excellent one. You could also use shades like Verve from the Naked 2 palette or even Sidecar from the Naked 1 palette. But in this look, I'm going to keep all the eyeshadows contained within the Vice4 palette for the most part. I'm taking the eyeshadow Bones and applying this onto the lid where we have all of that empty space there. And this is an eyeshadow that I didn't really care for when I first saw it, but after you apply it onto the lid, it looks a lot different than it looks in the pan, and I like it a little bit more, especially in a look like this. And then as an optional step here, I'm going back with a little bit more Delete on the MAC 239 brush and adding this onto the outer third of the lid and blending it into Bones. And you can complete the eyes however you like. I'm adding a wing with Stila's Stay All Day liquid eyeliner. And filling in the brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Whiz in the shade Auburn. And the lashes I added into this look are synthetic. These are from inkyminky.com and they are the style White Lie. For the blush in this look, I'm using one from Mercier. This is in the shade Wild Bouquet. And to follow the fall trend, I'm applying this more on the side of my face rather than the apples of the cheeks. And then for the lips, I'm going with a darkened black plum. This is from NARS, and it is the shade Liv. Whew! So dark, oh my! So the Urban Decay Vice4 palette is a holiday palette for 2015, and within it you're given 20 brand spankin' new eyeshadow colors from Urban Decay. There are 11 eyeshadows in the palette that contain micro glitter, and the other 9 are more of your satin matte finish type eyeshadows, so there is a good mixture in here to choose from. The shades are really nice. I was particularly really excited for the purple, the pink, and the greens in this palette, and especially the one down here on the bottom called Flame, because it looked so much like MAC's Fire Spot eyeshadow, which was from 2006 and has been discontinued, and I love that eyeshadow. So I've had about 2 weeks to use this palette, and overall I'm kinda with it. I'm not in love with it, and I don't hate it. I'm middle ground with it. It's not the best Urban Decay palette I've ever used. It's not the worst palette. It's just meh. And the reason I say that is because I feel like I was let down by a lot of the eyeshadows in this palette, some of which I was really looking forward to. For example, I really didn't like the eyeshadow Discreet. It looks like a light lavender taupe when you swatch it, but on me, wouldn't show up at all, and nearly every eyeshadow does show up on me in one form or another, but this one would not show up on me to save my life. Also really disappointed in the eyeshadows Low, Crowbar, Pandemonium, and Harlot. Low and Crowbar and Pandemonium are nothing more than glitter that has been packed into the pan, not really molded together, and when you go to apply it, it falls out all over the place. Now, if you do apply these eyeshadows wet, you do get the glitter to hold together better and you get more of that color, but I don't feel like you should have to apply an eyeshadow like that. And the eyeshadow Harlot looks like a really light lavender, but this is another one that didn't really have the pigmentation that I thought that it would. It applies more sheer, very light, whereas when you swatch it, it is a really nice swatch, but it doesn't look like that on your eyes. From one eyeshadow lover to another, I would say if you're considering asking for this one for Christmas or for a birthday coming up, anything like that as a gift, check out some of the other holiday palettes that are out there right now. I feel like there are some better options, and this one is just kind of so-so to me personally. Let me know if you've picked up Vice4 and what you think about it, good or bad. Would love to hear your thoughts, and if you'd like to see more of a warm-toned eyeshadow combination with this palette, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do another video for you using some of the warmer colors in this palette, because some of these are really, really pretty, especially 1985, which is so appropriately named. I hope you found this video helpful today. Please subscribe for more like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.